Hello and welcome to this video series. We're checking out some missions to Dungeoncrawler Gamejam of 2023. This time we will have a look at Gorge by Chim. Let's have a look at the description here. Looks great on the screenshots already. Descend into a forgotten gorge to fight against and alongside its powerful guardians in this classic dungeon crawler with a modern twist. Build a team of fighters using powerful synergies and complex formations within a simple set of DRPG mechanics. Made in 7 days for Dungeoncrawler Jam 2023, the theme of the jam was duality, which I chose to interpret in the form of nature versus technology, and life versus decay. Here represented by the two very different sides of the eponymous Gorge. Features: seek out the Guardians of Jade Gorge to protect you as you explore. Form a team of 4 of your favorites and equip them with powerful weapons, using a system that adds new strategy to party formations and equipment management. Fight 11 different types of enemies, including powerful bosses, all of whom are recruitable as party members. Alright, sounds very interesting. Controls: mouse and keyboard required. Customizing is not implemented. Unfortunately, keyboard rebindings seem to be broken on the jam build. Okay, we don't need that necessarily. I mean, it's nice to have, but okay, standard. Toggle inventory is I. Turn and 1 to 4 is attacked with party member in that slot. Okay. Then we got some FAQ. How long is this game? Less than half an hour. When we die, we need to restart. Attacking is by 1 to 4 or clicking on the portrait. My goal is to find 12 things. Some routes are one way. Can I miss out on collecting some guardians? Should be possible to collect anything anyways. Not 100%, but to win the game. Known bugs. Rebinding doesn't work, and if you drag an item over the other, it basically deletes them. Okay, then we got some credits here. Game design, character design, level layout, coding and sound design by Thomas Morley. Some environment and audio assets are used under Creative Commons licenses or occasionally paid licenses. Music is from the back catalog of the ever indispensable Kevin MacLeod. Full attribution details may be found in-game. Yeah, Incompetech, Kevin MacLeod. Great music. I'm also using for some videos. If you would like to play the original jam build, please use the itch app's switch to another version option to select version 7. Unfortunately, itch do not allow downloads or specific older versions via the website. So the app is... I'm not quite getting that. So usually with other games you can download different versions of the games. Maybe it is because this game here is on like 2 GB or something, and maybe he's reaching the limits with that. But usually with other games, you can download all versions there. So this is an updated version already, so if you're playing the game, you should of course check out this version. I'm checking out the original version, which I got via a different source, thanks to Grauken at this point. So we will check out the original version, and any bugs in there might already be fixed. But as a judge, I need to judge the original version, which was sent in that time frame here, of course. So, and with that, let's jump into the game. Gorge by Chim. And here we are, loading the game. There's some messages at the beginning. Welcome to Gorge. You have come here on a mission to collect all the guardians nesting in this place, in a mighty bestiary. You can move and turn with WSUQE, press escape if you would like to change in the controls, which is not working, but we can have a look into escape anyways. Also nice, we can see, that's great. Okay, we can set the volume. We can even set the instant step on off. just some like pet peeve I have with volume controls. I like it if games don't start with 100%, but just with 80 or 70% or something, so that you can actually increase the volume if the volume is not sufficient with the setting you have in Windows, because otherwise you're always changing around the Windows setting. Of course, obviously, that's not something really relevant for a jam game. I mean, most games don't have volume controls at all, so it's already nice to have these. Okay, we will try with the smooth movement first. This is very quick and very smooth, so I don't see any reason to use instant steps here. I mean, for you it's nicer to watch if you can see where I'm turning, so I will keep it on. And it's perfect, so absolutely great execution for the movement. I guess this is an enemy. The typer spotted you. Seems like a guardian has seen you. You'll have to fight. Move up to the enemy and click on your party members to make them attack. You use the 1, 2, 3 and 4 keys. You can... and I couldn't read that. Oh, okay. Oh, return to game. This is my inventory, okay. How do I get out of the inventory? Pressing I, okay. You can make 3 attacks in a turn, then the enemy attacks. Your attacks consume stamina, so one guardian is doing... I quite didn't get that. Let's restart, and I want to read that again. So the combat is turn-based. Which I also didn't realize right away. I was spamming or hitting all the keys. So this is one turn. This is using up mana or something. This is our inventory. Apparently. I don't know. Lucky nickel. We're not sure what it's made of. It doesn't seem to be wood, at least. Will. Guardian. Default attack. Cost 2 stamina. Deal 1 physical damage. Attack staff. Deal 2 physical damage. Attack buffs. But why was it 1 to 4 if we only have 3 attacks? And why is clicking on the attacks opening our inventory? Okay. Move up to an enemy and click on your party members to make them attack. You can make 3 attacks in a turn, then the enemy attacks. Your attacks consume stamina, so if one guardian is doing all the work, they'll get tired. So we have 3, not 4. You attack the type for 3 physical damage. But I'm clicking on 2 now and nothing happens. Clicking on 3 now, nothing happens. Clicking on 1 again, and that works. A typer for 3 physical damage, 9 health remaining. Clicking again. Attacked you for 2 wind damage. I don't quite get it. Maybe we have only 1 character at the moment, and this is just 3 attacks, and we can spread these 3 attacks, and it's just a bit Press I to open your inventory. You can equip or unequip guardians and items with the mouse. Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe the introduction with the 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on was a bit misleading. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense now. These are our 3 attacks. This is not our characters or something. Okay, I get it. Weapons and other items can be equipped by placing them next to a character on the grid. Ah, and we can do different things with them. Cost 2 stamina, deal 2 physical damage. And what happens if I use it here? Do both of them get that? Attacks have deal 2 wind damage. How do I use the buff? That's not working. Attack buff. I don't see how the attack buff is working. I also don't see how this is working. This is more aggressive. And apparently this is then doing 3 damage, I guess. I don't see quite yet how it's working. This looks nice. Oh, what was that? I guess that's a bit of a glitch. Okay. The Goop spotted you. So now I can hit with this character, pressing the 1. Goop attacked you for 3 poison damage. No, I'm clicking on 1 and nothing happens. Clicking on this and it works. Clicking on 2 works as well. So that was this character. Clicking on 1 doesn't work. Attack you for 3 poison damage. Yeah, I don't think that the 1 to 3 buttons, they actually do something. Or they do what they're intended to do. Let's have another look at the inventory. We can see that the damage is changing over there. This is supposed to do 2 physical damage. But it does not. This does nothing. Even here it does nothing. So I'm not even sure if this is supposed to... what this is supposed to mean. Ah, okay. Only when a character sits there it does more damage. But it reduces the defense. Okay. That enemies can't attack. So let's you go with that. Oh, some item. Physical attacks deal less damage. So 6 damage. How can I use this buff? I also press 1 now. 1 is not doing anything. And 2 only attacks with the same character I had before. 3 also worked for some reason, even though I don't have a 3 character. So I don't quite get the like 1, 2, 3 the key setup here. Yeah. I mean, it's not really necessary. I can just click on the characters. It's just a weirdness. Oh, Typer's too tired to make that attack. They both have endurance though. Okay. Mm-hmm. Attack you for 3 poison damage. But we are constantly getting new stamina. So I also don't see why we should use a different character. Maybe with later enemies it makes more sense. 2 physical damage, 3 stamina. Weapon. A bunny thing? But we can't reach that. Ah, no. Huh? Oh, that's a character. Uh-huh. Okay. I mean, we can put that character into the back, I guess, and give it more defense now. Just until the heal is up. I can't move back. By the way, you cannot hold the forward button. Oh. Okay, so that was a different path, I guess. The lion spotted you. You attack the lion for 1 wind damage. Too tired to make that attack. Why? That's Münch, right? There's also wind damage. Now the lock is not working anymore. Data lost. Too tired to make that attack. Why was... okay. Now I can select between the characters with the 1, 2, 3 thing. Okay. Can I decide to not do anything? I can move away. Too tired. It's just 3 stamina. 1 out of 3 stamina. But why didn't I have this issue in the first fights? And this character was doing everything on his own. Does he also just have 3 stamina? No, he has 25 stamina. You have discovered a lion, only 8 left to complete the bestiary. Okay. Physical attack steal X2 666 damage. That seems to be a bit much. And this one is toast. Maybe this is like a cheat enemy. Cheat guardian. I don't get these 2 attacks with the attack buff. Like, how do I do that? Attack unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4. Alright. That's the 4 units. And I think I pretty much tested before that this is not working. The Rigby spotted you. I mean, this is not supposed to work because he's only doing 0 damage. Now I use 2, which makes my lion attack. You attack the Rigby for 1 wind damage. Why is he using wind damage and not the sword? How can I switch that? Or is that a combination of both? But it doesn't look like it. Ah, no, it's both. Okay, yeah. So it's just not listed in one log. It's listed in 2 different log entries. Okay, I think I start to get it. We get a wire dagger, costs 3 stamina, 1 physical damage, 2 poison damage. But that means that with this 3 stamina he can't do anything. I mean, he can attack, which probably... Yeah, default attack takes 1 stamina. Let's put him into the back. I mean, this guy can probably just do everything alone now. Like this. This times 2 666 damage seems to be a bug though. He's only doing 4 damage. I know this is a buff. Yeah, but still, how do I use that buff? 2 wind damage. I still don't quite get it. One physical damage, default attack. But he obviously, like, when we have the character here, where nothing is applied, it shows that it's doing 1 physical damage here, even though nothing is around. So why is there a 2? Now if I add this, it's adding 2 and 1 wind damage. That's fine. But this means that this has nothing to do with this damage buff. And he has attack buffs and this seems to be active. But his doesn't seem to be active. Yeah, I'm not sure how the combat works. That leaves me a bit confused. And restart, because I got stuck after another 10 minutes or so, in which I was also thinking about how the system worked and didn't get it. And then I also checked or contacted the developer. and then another 20 minutes I looked into like how this could work, and I finally figured it out at the moment the developer answered. And so now I can now I understand how the system works and can explain it to you. So it's a bit it's actually pretty simple, but there are a lot of like misleading snippets. So let's start from the beginning. And here it's saying that, I mean, I already saw that with the 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And we are using that character is in position 1, so only key 1 will work. And these are the 3 attacks we have. So I just press 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, enemy is dead. We pick the item up, which is another character. So the second thing which irritated me is of course this, but I also saw that this is affecting only the character, not like any items. Alright. The next thing which confused me was items. Where do items work? 1 second, I need to just slightly reduce volume, which actually I can do in the game, right? Master volume. So, this item with the 2 physical attack and 2 stamina is actually replacing the standard attack. And the attack buffs, they're actually always active. So, when I use this with 2 physical damage, the damage of this character will increase to 6. When I put this here, this character will do 2 physical damage for 2 stamina. And this will also increase by 1. So both should increase by 1 if I place it here. Yeah, and they both keep that stuff. If, however, you have multiple weapons, then only 1 weapon will count. And this is also kind of bugged, but that's fine. Okay. So right now, I mean... Okay. Yup. Maybe a bit too low in volume. Spotted you. Down. Next one. Alright. Then we had this one. A new weapon or item, and we got this guy, which I can drag and drop. So this here is also a weapon, right? And if I place that, let's put that aside for now. If I put that next to this character, then it will not add the 2 physical damage. This item also does 2 physical damage. So I think it will stay at 6 because it will just replace that weapon, and instead it will add 1 wind damage, and that's what it does. So we can also do this, but this is of course using more stamina. And we can use that character here so that it will also profit from it. This item is then basically useless at that point if we are not using it for these characters, because the items will overwrite each other. So we can put that here. Of course, they cannot be protected then by other stuff unless I use single items on them. But let's do it that way now. Alright. Okay, there's nothing, so we need to jump down here. And there we've got the lion. Last time, I think I got beaten up by this guy. So let's try something different. Put them all a little bit in the back. And that way, they will profit from the physical attack reduction. I think that one might actually be easier than the lion, and this one gives us access to other stuff. So let's do that one first. 4 physical damage, so we can see in the logs it does 4 physical damage and 1 wind damage. It's also confusing that it's not in the same line. 10 health remaining. Too tired to make an attack. Yeah, I think that one only had 3 stamina, so yeah, that's not great. So let's exchange this. 5 stamina is also not great though. Okay, we got the dagger here, which is doing 1 physical and 2 poison damage. Now, is this better than that? I doubt it. I'm not sure if the different damage types have actually different impacts. So let's keep it as it is. Alright. Too tired. And enemy is dead. And we got a new flying one, which also only has 3 stamina. Alright. Mm-hmm. 5, 5, 5, 5. No, they can't do anything anymore, but with that it's fine. And we got Dark Shield. Ice attacks deal less damage, poison attacks deal less damage. So I guess this Guardian did its job. I'm not sure if we can heal anything, but with the next attack, 7 HP is still not too bad. But I think against this lion guy, this one will die. I mean, we can just put it down here, so maybe... I guess attack is completely disabled in that case. Yeah, so it's pointless to put them there, I guess. Not sure. For 1 protection, it also makes no sense. So, yeah, let's just do it like this. And try to protect them. But now, basically, the rabbit has to do everything. Mm-hmm. Because they just run out of stamina real quick. And now I can't do anything anymore. There's no skip turn. However, I can just bump into the enemy. Okay. The rabbit is also slowly dying though. Fire attacks deal less damage and sea attacks deal less damage. So replace that with this. But I think we will need this character for other enemies. So let's go back to the lion. Well, there's this bird, so let's get that one. There's 2 birds. Okay. 5, 5, 5. Mm, 3 health remaining. That's down. This one will die now with 3 HP left. So it will be a bit tricky now. We can of course also remove the weapon so that this actually, the rabbit has poison attacks deal times 2 damage. So this is actually better. I don't want to bump into it, so I just bumped into the wall. Okay, that way I can also get new mana. Alright, dead. But this one is also dead now. But we will get a new bird now. A Gioma with 10 stamina. Ice attacks deal ×2 damage. But we don't have any ice attacks. So let's use this. This is super weak. 2 stamina, 1 ice damage. Ice damage is... Yeah, we replace the ice damage by this attack. So that's kind of... It's not great. It's that 2 stamina. Yeah, we replace the 2 ice damage with 2 physical and 1 wind damage. I mean, we can just put it here and remove the attack. No, this doesn't increase. That's probably just physical damage, because there is no physical damage on that character. It does nothing. Let's try and get that lion, though this will probably lead to someone's death. Free damage. Yeah, they only have 1 attack basically. Okay. Lion spotted you. I'm running against the wall so that it gets closer. I'm running away. Running against the wall. Attack. Attack. Running away. I'm getting 1 attack. Ah, okay, this was the wrong position. Back. Attack. 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 Running away. Against the wall. Attack. Okay, we got a new character here. The lion. And the lion, this is not 2 or 666 damage. This is 2,666 damage. So that's actually a complicated one, because that character probably has like a wild multiplication going on. And let me open my calculator on the other screen. So I think that it does 1 right now. Let's put it here. Right now it does 1 damage. Then multiplies that with times 2.666. 1 second. Alright. That didn't work. Now, and that is then multiplied with 0.75. So physical attacks are multiplied, and then all attacks are multiplied again with 0.75. And the standard is to have 1 point of physical damage. So what we need to do is to increase the physical damage as much as possible. So we can use this, for example. And now it's 4 damage. We could use this, which is 2-2, because it's only 1 physical damage. And the other one is not doing much. But this one only uses 2 stamina. This one is doing 2 physical, so it's 4-1, but it's using 3 mana for this, 1 additional mana for this 1 point. However, we could also do this 6-1. As this is also, but this apparently does not get multiplied. Okay. Yeah, but 4-1 is at least as good as the others are. So if we have something which increases the physical damage further, then we might want to take this. Alright. So the combat system here, the mechanics to buff these characters, or more or less the equipment or inventory system, is quite interesting, I think. But yeah, the communication regarding that, like that the buff is always counting and so on, it's a bit... oh, there's a sword thing. Yeah, this is physical damage. So that's what I mentioned. So this is doing ice attack. It's not doing anything. This is cost 4 stamina. These can't even use them. So we want the lion to use it though. So let's put it here. Lion has 4. Now I equip that for the lion only. Lion has 8. And no defense, but that's fine. And I think we have to... It's not close to us yet, so now it is. 8. 8 physical damage, 1 fire damage. This should be in one line. This is also a bit misleading. And we will just try to kill it with the lion as much as possible. Yeah, and we got another creature thing. Kytos. And it does physical attacks with 1.5 damage. And psi attacks with 1.5 damage. Cost 4 stamina. We should definitely replace that. So let's rearrange the stuff. And then we can possibly replace that. Use this to increase their damage. 6-1, 1-3. Ah, this is the wrong one. No, still. We use that one. 1-4. And I guess we can use this one. 1-3. This one is reducing fire and psi, and this one poison and ice. It's kind of arbitrary. And this one we can just keep here as an extension basically. And use... It adds 2 wind damage, so we can use it here. 5 damage for 1 attack, that's fine. It does not profit from these buffs. Actually, we can put it here, use that there, and no, this is not working. Yeah, but there seems to be memory leak, so the game is getting slower and slower. And I think at some point it will die. Maybe that's also the position we are in, and I hope that the game will not die when I'm moving here somewhere. No, it's fine. New weapon. We can also set the quality to fast. Maybe that does nothing. Quality fine. Yeah, it still seems to stutter. Oh, the burn spotted you. Alright. Attack. 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 Oh, that's a lot of... Okay. We got 4 stamina, 1 fire damage, 1 ice damage. Fire attacks, ice attacks deal more damage. We don't have these... We don't have fire... Well, we have that. But 2 times 1 is still not much, so... Let's keep it that way and keep him on reserve. And then we might want to exchange it later. This is doing ice damage. With 3. Okay, so maybe we replace this. This is physical. Then we would make this one weaker though. We can replace this one. Let's run around, keep running around with these, and then we will... oh, there's another item. This is just 5 physical damage, which is pretty good for this guy. So let's move that one away. For 5 stamina. So we put this over there. He needs to be the only one who's taking this item. They both take that item then. And he can profit from these buffs. 3 ice damage. And this is ice damage, 5 stamina. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Actually, this one is also for physical damage. So it's now 8. So for these two guys, this weapon is actually working fine. Let's move that away. Use this way. Yeah, the issue is that I can't put any... oh, okay, I can do it that way. Alright. I think that's pretty good. Fire attacks and ice attacks. Or I do it that way. Fire and ice. This is just ice and physical now. So we take this. Yeah, this here. And he will profit from the ice damage. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Can we actually get there? It doesn't look like it. Well, if there's this thing over there, it should be. 3 physical, 3 psi damage. There's physical and psi damage. So now we need to exchange this and put this over there. 4-4. Alright. Oh, I didn't see that. These are so many. And yes, maybe this is creating the performance issues. Let's run against the wall. And 1, 2, dead. Against the wall. Against the wall. Against the wall. 1. He's doing 8 damage. Let's use one of the weaker ones. Too tired. Done. That's still not very fast. That's a Guardian. With fire attacks deal twice the damage. But we don't have anything with fire attack at the moment. So we will just keep that away. Maybe use that guy later. Yeah, that's a very generic one. But back to this thing here. Wasn't there something? Ah yeah, I was able to pick that up. So we still have this thing which I can't access. But okay. Yeah, the game looks more and more janky. Now it's pretty. It runs as bad. Ah, there's another one. As bad as before, I guess. Maybe a bit worse. Killer rabbit. Munch. Okay. Dead. We had one of these before, but they are not great. Yeah, the game runs horribly. But it doesn't change anything how we set it. I think there's some kind of memory leak going on. Let me have a quick look at the at performance processor. Like what is using what. One second. So the process... No, it's actually not using that much. Maybe it's the graphics card then, I don't know. I've got a GTX 1070, which isn't the weakest card, but it's also not exactly the newest card anymore. So, but yeah, the game is only using 20% of the CPU at the moment. At peak, basically. Well, 22% now. And about 3 gigabytes or 3.5 gigabyte of memory, I think. So, yeah. So, where are we supposed to go now? Ah, okay. We just jumped down. There's a flying enemy. Can we attack it already? No. Now we can. You attack the Punto. Okay. Again. And again. The Punto attacked you for 2 wind damage. The Punto attacked you for 2 physical damage. Okay. That's alright. 6 stamina. Attack buffs. Physical attacks deal 2 times the damage. Attack save, deal 2 wind damage, deal 2 poison damage. So that one seems to be extremely strong. But we need to do something with physical attacks. So meaning that one needs to stand here basically. Profit from that and from that. It's doing 14 damage now. Can we jump? No, we can't just jump down. It's just an extra enemy. Is there anything we can do here, or is that it? Yeah, it feels like also the features of the level start becoming more... Maybe I should have gone there in the first place. No, we can't open the door. So, where am I supposed to go? Maybe it's actually the light and something in the level is changing, that more light is getting in our direction and this is creating performance issues. Okay. I still have no idea where I need to go to. We can't do anything here. It feels like I should be able to go there, but on the other hand, there isn't no further way to proceed. This is completely enclosed. I also cannot jump down here. But interaction is also not something which we have done so far, like interacting with some object. Okay, let me have another look and we hopefully can progress in just a bit. I will also check if I can increase the performance somehow. But the thing is I cannot restart the game because then we will need to start from scratch again. 1 second. I think that this is it and there is no further stuff to explore. The game mentions that, or the description mentions that you're... what is my goal? As the opening text says, your self-appointed mission is to collect one of every guardian. And there are 12 in the game. And we are at... well, there's this one guy which we cannot grab. But I think that might be a bug, I'm not sure. Maybe we can... okay. Yeah, this is probably not intended that way. But yeah, let's count our guardians if we can get up to 12. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1 is missing, I guess. We do have these, but they are duplicates. So I think we got everything here. And with that, we probably finished the game. So yeah, the content isn't amazing like what you can do in the game. It would have been nice to, I don't know, have this one as the final boss and then an ending screen or something. Just to have like some kind of closure about yes, you did it. But of course also the like explorable area could have been a bit more like more story ideas and something like that. Let me quickly restart the game because this is working very sluggish. 1 second. Alright, so here we are, and let me just quickly go over the usual things. Well, let's kill this one enemy here real quick. Okay. So, regarding the perspective, I think that's pretty much perfect. Regarding the controls, these are also perfect. I mean, the turning is executed right away. There's really no issue with anything. The graphics are also very nice, at least on top of this thing here. Let me kill this dude here. And there's the flying enemy. Yeah. So even if we look down from here, so while this area looks pretty nice, that area over there where we spent like most of the game, and also the building, I don't think that they are that pretty. So yeah, I think the graphics are... Oh, what's that? Is that something special? No, this is just a light reflection or something. This is a book which is flying around. Yeah. Yeah, this just basically kind of confirms what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, the graphics are fine, but I also wouldn't consider them as super great. I really like the combat system and the puzzling around. It's just the explanation and introduction to that combat system is very tough. So at the moment you get the system, you're basically through the game, which of course is a problem. Regarding the content, I would say that it's basically is like in the middle or something. It's not huge, it's not tiny for a jam game. I would have liked that it has an actual ending, like some final screen and a better goal. I mean, it's all even saying self-appointed goal. It should, like, the game should have a goal. Some I don't know, something story related or whatever. Just that the game has a finishing line you can reach, and then congratulations, you did it. That would have been nice. So the sound is pretty much perfect. Great sound effects, and the music is nice. Regarding the graphics, something else which also basically supports what I'm saying, that it's not great, is that the enemies don't have any animations. You're just standing in front of the enemies and there's nothing. Even like a little wobble or something from the enemies. Like if you have 2D sprites, just make them vibrate a bit. Something like that gives a bit more oomph to every attack, little bit more feedback. These are really just very tiny things which I think will have a very big impression about, or very big difference in what impression you have in playing the game. So overall, I think it's a great jam entry with a very nice and interesting combat system. And yeah, I would be interested in seeing more of that in a bit more polished environment, which will also not like die down after half of the game. Like once we are in this building and half through that building, it really becomes a performance problem. And there's one other game in the jam so far which had big performance issues. And I played 150 games or so now. And all the rest was fine, so it's not... I mean, yes, I don't have the most... not the strongest and most up-to-date PC, but yeah, these games should work fine. So yeah, without performance issues would also be nice. Yeah, this has been Guardian Gorge by Chim. I would like to see more. I found the combat system very interesting. One of the most interesting combat systems in the whole jam. And if you want to check it out, you will find a link down in the video description. And of course, you can also check out the updated version of the game, which will fix some issue with getting stuck. I don't think it's the same getting stuck as I had, but I guess that the developer will also do some other stuff later on. So you will find the link down in the video description. You will also find a link there for a playlist with all the videos I published so far. And of course, you can also subscribe to the channel to not miss any future videos. And with that, thank you for watching and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.